Oh, hi, welcome back. WSB Pro Shop Vids, we're here in the office today. We're on lanes 23 and 24. It's video time, and today we are doing the Hammer Black Widow 3.0 Dynasty. The 3.0 originally came out in 2024. Here we are 2 years later after the Mania came out last January, and now we're into the Dynasty. And when you think of dynasties, we're talking Lakers, we're talking Celtics, we're talking Widows. This is it right here. I'm excited for this one. It looks pretty cool. The shelf appeal on it, it's purple and green. A little bit of black mixed in there. Anytime you got black into a ball, you know it's not gonna roll bad. So, numbers on these, like every other Widow, 250, 058, 016. Let's get on the lanes, let's test it out, and let's see what January 2026 brings us with the Widow 3.0 Dynasty. Now, the 3.0 originally had some traction. The Mania was a little bit more skid flip. This, to me, has been described as a little bit of traction with some kick. So let's check it out. We're bowling on the house shot. We'll see what we get first shot. That was left of target. Not throwing great, but you know what we got. A little NBC. You can't start out a Widow ball video without some NBC. So the layout on this one is my tried and true 45 by 4.5 by 45, which on this ball puts that pin right into or above the middle finger a little bit, kind of close to the bridge. Ooh, okay. This thing hits hard, really hard. So, yeah, I can see that off of the 3.0, it doesn't have as early of a roll, obviously, but not like the Mania, it doesn't have that big skid flip either. It's kind of a combination of both, which this is gonna sit probably right under a Zero Mercy solid, and a little bit more aggressive than like your Hammerhead Pearls or your special effects maybe. Although it is kind of interesting that it has the same cover as the special effect. It's just not polished like the special effect. It comes dull. Having said that, will it get shined up? You know, this cover has HK22C solid. Same thing as the special effect, like I said, but not in a dull shape. This is a dull shape now. It's not shiny. So let's see if the cover gets a little shiny. Everyone hits like that, I don't care if it gets too shiny. That'll be all right. This is something as every January, right? You can have this in the middle of your bag and you're gonna have success going into almost any house shot. And it's just a beast. It's a Widow, like what else can you expect? They haven't made very many bad ones in the last 10 years. Watch this. Oh, come on now. Come on, man. You know, there's something to be said about this core, how defining it is. I mean, there's a lot of companies that have had their signature ball around for a long time, but it's just, it seems that the Widow is just one of those stronger pieces. Like you don't see a lot of ball companies have a strong piece that's been around for so long. And the Widow is just that. Been around for a while, and it's a strong ball. They've all been strong balls. Even the V1, the tour ball that came out recently, I think in November, that was still pretty strong, but just in a different way. All right, so what are we seeing? We're a few shots in, and the cover is not as dull as it was, but it's not super shiny either. So I would say it's maintaining. It's not slimy, but still seems to be fairly aggressive. That was terrible. And we four-pinned. But what did we see? Missed in off my hand, right a little early, still cornered and popped back. Why? Because it's a Widow, and Widows are beasts. Maybe dating myself a little bit here with this comment, but For all of you old folks, and by old folks I mean in your 30s, 40s, does this or does this not kind of look like it could have been on He-Man, the original He-Man, back in the day, like Skeletor, one of Skeletor's henchmen had this color, if I remember right. I don't know. It's kind of cool looking. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Pretty darn good. Pretty good. Ooh, that one kind of held on my hand a little too long and got there, but maybe a little light, a little wrap 10. All right, truth be told, this is probably not going to be the first ball out of my bag tonight, but when they transition, I can easily see myself into this ball. Why? Because it's still got some traction when I want to move in, and it's still going to have some pop down lane. Oh, definition of a dirty dog right there. That's the biggest dirty dog we could have. But that's okay. That's a good sign. This is gonna fit in the middle of your bag. It's gonna be that medium, strong rolling piece, maybe even your medium upper. It's not gonna be a Zero Mercy solid, mind you, but it's gonna be up there. So what's your 3-ball bag look like? Honestly, it might not even matter. If you've got a Widow in your bag, I don't think you can go wrong. But don't take my word for it. Talk to your pro shop operator. As long as you got a solid above it and a pearl underneath it, a Widow may be all you need, because widows are forever. This should be a wedding song. This year, buy her a Widow. Show her that you love her. Because widows are forever. They carry slop shots, they strike, they get some NBC, get you a Widow. I can see this ball as a stronger piece to the Widow 2.0, and rightfully so, right? It's pretty solid. Even when you miss right, that happens. Even when you miss right, it wants to come back, which, you know, my 2.0 definitely wanted to. My 3.0 probably wouldn't have done that. It would have been wrap 10 or 2, 4, 5 maybe. I don't know. Like I said, this ball has some traction to it. It's got some pop to it down lane. So very reminiscent of the 2.0 hybrid. And it's got the characteristics of the 3.0. It might be a little too early to say ball of the year, especially after that Danger Zone came out. I know it's kind of on the cusp. As far as Widows, maybe even Hammer goes, so far this one's leading the charge. Obviously we've got way more equipment to come out with. I think last year Brunswick came out with, I think, 85 balls altogether. There's room in the line for a lot more to come that could maybe steal the show. But as far as Widows go, this is right up there with the Mania and the 2.0 hybrid in my book. Okay, so a little bit of inside info here. We've gotten a few more shots under our belt as we creep in, and as I'm creeping in, this ball is getting stronger. So what is that meaning? Well, we mentioned earlier with the cover changing a little bit and not being as dull, so it's kind of getting a little bit of shine to it, but it's starting to retain that energy, and you're starting to see that side of the ball come out even more. Okay, as we're jumping in, this ball's seeing that mid kind of lane roll that traction piece would have, but it's still got a little bit more cornering down lane than you would see out of a normal traction ball. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, right? You get a little bit of mid lane roll, but you're seeing a lot of down lane motion. And like I said, this ball's getting stronger as we move in. So as the cover breaks in, we're starting to see that characteristics of down lane motion come more into play. Having said that, I'm extremely happy for the way this ball's performing. I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna try to kill it just a little bit, and we'll see how she performs. Oh, I mean, all right guys, that does it for the Widow. Widows are forever. We're talking Dynasty 3.0 ball, fantastic. Lakers, Celtics, Bulls, Widows. You gotta get you one. Run, don't walk. It's January, it's Widow month. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.